Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. I'm back. Woo! Pardon me.
How'd you go yesterday, Swanee?
Yes, apologies that I wasn't in yesterday. I had big mum energy BME to impart to my children.
Is that a long way from big dick energy?
No, it's the same.
They're cousins. They're cousins, Sean.
Okay.
Yeah. Some would argue that big mum energy is more potent than big dick energy even.
Well, it's formidable.
It is. You don't mess with big mum energy.
Oh, you're on a mission?
Yeah. So it was a great day. Good. And I'm here to tell you that there is something delightful about being in the world on a weekday as it goes about its business, which is something we haven't experienced in 7 years. No. And this is our penultimate show.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you that life is good. We will do this. We will survive it.
Second last show, John.
Last show.
Get us cancelled, brother.
I've got the popcorn chicken story up my sleeve. Threatening to roll it out in the next...
Are you going to do it?
No. I don't know. I've probably got 26 hours of broadcasting to go in my life if I roll it out. Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what else I need. Just only moments ago, only a couple of hours ago, Swanee, the Socceroos got up. So
yes.
If you've been down to Fed Square, not there at the moment, because there's no one there, but you're there about a couple of hours ago, give us a call, 13 24 10, before we roll into the next break.
We'll play the audio of that goal. The goal was unbelievable.
Very exciting.
Also, what a day to have Santo on, like an encyclopedia of Australian football.
Will he make it, though?
Good question.
Or will he be in emergency because of flare burns?
He's got a bit of a sailor down there.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
It's time to stop putting off your trips and start celebrating summer with an amazing getaway.
Whatif.com has all kinds of accommodation options all around Oz.
Check them out on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Good morning, Melbourne. Hey, we're almost out of your lives. Not before 2 more Ripper shows. We get a big one. John, I'm going to play this song.
Great Ricky Martin.
He did for the World Cup what Mariah Carey did for Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
That's a great statement,
Thanks,
Dino.
John.
I'm just going to roll the clock back about 2 or 3 hours. So into the early hours of the morning here.
Yeah.
It was the evening, though, over in Doha, in Qatar.
Yeah.
Which would have been good to be over there, actually. On second thoughts, we've been potting this World Cup, and then all of a sudden, a couple of hours ago, we should have gone.
Yeah, we made a mistake.
We made a mistake, and now, all the Aussies over there, they've found a few haunts to go to, and it sounds good. It sounds good. Let's just put it into context, though. Swanee, I didn't know this, but the last round of the World Cup games, the group stage, there's 4 teams in a group.
Yep.
And those 4 teams play each other.
Yes.
So one plays one team, the other 2 play each other. They've got to be exactly the same time, though, Swanee. So there's one game going on while the other one's going on. So the results, you can't sort of doctor the results up.
Right.
Because it has...
I didn't know this.
It has implications as to whether they go through. So for context, Tunisia had scored a goal against France across in the other game, which meant then all of a sudden Socceroos couldn't rely on a draw. They needed to beat Denmark.
Yeah, right.
So word got out there, Swanee. Graham Arnold, the Socceroos coach. He's been threatened with a sacking if he doesn't get his team through.
Wow.
He obviously sent the message to his little lackeys.
Yes.
Hey, boys, we've got to score. We've got to score, and we've got to score now. And this what happened, Swanee, 60 minutes into the game, Matthew Leckie dribbling the ball down the field.
And a break here for Riley McGree. It's on for Matthew Leckie. Matthew Leckie cuts back inside. One way, then the other. And he scores for Australia. Matthew Leckie. Woo! Embraces the moment for the Socceroos.
He turned him inside out, John, twice and then buried it.
It was an amazing goal. Brodie described it as a gimp kick.
Okay, thanks, Brodie.
Thanks, Brodie.
Thanks,
what have
brother.
you ever done in your sporting career? The last time I checked, you can't get a game for thirds
Correct.
in bloody Caulfield North or something. But Matthew Leckie scored, Swanee, and then the Socceroos won.
It's great. Look, a great result.
Great result. Fence.
Leckie.
Leckie.
I like that, Swan.
I didn't know.
I like that a lot.
I didn't know which sayings to go with, Swanee. Oh, what was that one?
Leckie.
Leckie it a lot. Here's a reaction after the goal.
Needs to retain the ball, Moy. And there it is.
After the win.
Can you believe it? Written off too many times to remember. Australia has found a way its way to the Elite 16 of world football.
Pretty cool. I Lecky. I'm going to go with that because I was thinking, is it you, Lecky Beauty?
Yeah.
But it just doesn't roll as well.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll workshop this all morning.
Turn on the Lecky. Lecky blanket.
All right, no,
I Lecky like that. I Lecky like that.
I Lecky that.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne, you beautiful city. For our second last show, this is Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. And for the final time...
It's the final word.
Bum, bum, bum.
We've enjoyed this game so much.
We have, haven't we? It's been
Yes.
That's-
I remember when we had to come up with a name for it and everything. Like, it seems like a million years ago.
fun. That's right.
Doesn't it? Final word. And we were just like, oh, maybe it's sort of like, whoever wins gets the final word. Let's call it final word.
What a title, huh?
I mean, we are pistols.
Meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
Steph, Chrissie is your player. She stands in the way of you and $100.
Okay. Hello.
Steph's a solicitor. What do you plead?
Not guilty.
Yeah.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
Steph.
But
I always
guilty.
go guilty because I'm Catholic as well.
Guilty of being a mad dog.
Yeah.
Sienna, Brownie's your boy.
Go Brownie. You
Let's
can
go,
do it.
Sienna.
Oh, my
Let's
God.
lift. Come
Sienna,
on.
come
Energy,
on.
energy.
You're on your way to your...
do it.
It says here you're on your way to your placement, Sienna. What does that mean?
Prison.
For uni, I've got nursing placement.
Oh, God, you're an angel. Nursing.
All right, friends, in light of our dear friend Sarah Arbo getting the new gig at the Today Show, the first category is, and I must stress here, it's main anchors only, the main two chairs.
Whoa.
Past anchors of the Today Show. John?
Liz Hayes.
Will you accept Carl Stefanovic?
I certainly shall.
Steve Liebman.
Tracy Grimshaw.
Jessica Rowe.
That's very good.
Stalling.
No.
Yellow card. Yellow
Ali
card.
Langdon.
I'm going to go with...
Obviously.
Stalling. Buzz him out. I had another one. I had Liz Hayes.
No, I said Liz Hayes.
Oh, I've got,
Yeah, I want to go try on Liz Hayes.
I've got feelings for Liz Hayes,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they're real.
Absolutely.
Put your heart on
Hey,
the line. It's Christmas.
Who doesn't have feelings for Liz Hayes, by the way?
No, but special feelings. Different feelings.
South
Not
of
lesbian feelings.
Oh, I was just asking.
Gonna
No,
say.
no. I don't want it to.
Like I'm back at the barber shop yesterday.
I don't want to take it physical, but I really feel like she's extraordinary.
So we're ruling out physical.
Yeah.
Yep, fair. Brad Pitt movies. Swan, you're away.
Snatched.
Well done.
7.
Oh God, he was good in that.
Yeah, he was.
That Fight Club.
Inglorious Bastards.
Thelma and Louise.
The Quicken, not the Quicken Dead.
No, he's out, and that
no.
means Steph, you are the winner.
Oh, thank you.
And what do you
great.
plead? What do you plead now?
Still not guilty.
Still not guilty.
Guilty of being a winner.
Steph.
And who needs $100 more than a lawyer?
Of course.
That's mean. I don't know
Well,
why
what
I
have you
said
got? That is me.
it. Steph,
It came out of your mouth, and then you had those big wide eyes. Like I'm a naughty boy for saying that.
I certainly am.
What is that? $100 cash?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Ocean's 11.
All right, man.
Ocean's 12.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Ocean's 13, I think.
Yes, yeah, it was probably in that. Sienna, I'm going to send you. Guess what?
What?
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I just found out that Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac passed away, and I'm sad about it.
That's rough.
Varley.
She sang. She's the voice on Songbird, which is one of the greatest Fleetwood Mac songs of all time.
How old do you think?
I don't know. I haven't got any more details,
Okay.
but Varley.
70s.
Onto what I wanted to talk about in this break, and that is my friend lives in Sydney, and she's a single mum. She's one of those women that desperately wanted a baby, and just couldn't find a reasonable man, so she got donor sperm, and now she's got this beautiful baby who is called Kit. as well.
Oh.
And so they're killing it together. They're just loving life. It's his first Christmas or second Christmas. First, I think. And first proper in the world. I think maybe he was, a few months old for his first Christmas. And then, so this is the one.
Interesting
first
process,
one.
that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just go and get a donation.
It was very straightforward. Very straightforward.
Yeah, so Matt, do you choose the person?
Yeah, you do.
Cool.
Yeah, you don't get to meet them, but you choose their stats.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
As in they're tall or?
Yeah, and what they like to do, what sort of person they are. What was that signal of
I made a big penis signal with my arm.
No, the whole point of it is that you don't get the penis. Yeah, you don't get that.
Could they kick an inside-out banana on their left foot?
Good point.
To get that stat.
You can ask specific questions, which is obviously that you would ask that.
Well, you would, wouldn't you, Dana?
Yes, John.
Who wouldn't want a kid coming out that could kick an inside-outside left foot banana?
Not I.
Jeez.
Anyway, this is the first time we met Santa. So she's there at the shopping centre, goes to see Santa, ho, 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 all that sort of bizzo.
Don't call me that.
And weirdly, her baby isn't frightened of Santa. All my kids were terrified of Santa. Very friendly. My friend is up there with her son and Santa. They're all together posing for the photo. And Santa, through his polyester beard, goes to my friend, Santa would like me to tell you that Brad says hello. And she looks into Santa's face and she sees
Sinister.
that it is Brad, her ex-boyfriend.
That's amazing.
Santa, I've got a message from Santa.
Wow.
Brad's a bit of a creep.
Oh,
Santa's a bit of a creep.
He wants me to tell you that Brad says hello. And then can you imagine that moment where you're like,
Jeez.
what is going on? And then you realise that the eyes of Santa are the eyes of Brad.
What?
So my question to you,
Santa's been a naughty boy.
dear friends of Melbourne.
Santa said Brad is horny.
Santa's got a message for you from Brad. Is your number the same?
Would you like to ride on my sleigh?
No.
Brad's sleigh.
No.
Not Santa's sleigh.
No, it's not.
Brad's sleigh.
You've missed the point. It's a message from Santa about Brad. It's not a message from Brad.
Santa
about
is
Santa.
not a creep. Brad is a creep.
Brad's at fault in all of this. Santa, clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
13 24 10. Where has your ex shown up unexpectedly? Was it at the Westfield under a nylon beard?
Brad, Liana, I'm all over the place. What happened?
Okay, so I was working at KFC at uni doing the graveyard shift, like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I take someone's order. They come through to the window to pay, and I realise it's my high school sweetheart, ex. He had a shocked face, and he drove straight through, didn't pick up his food, and just sped off.
Coward.
Really? Why did it end badly? What's going on there?
Coward.
A little bit. It was just we're going separate paths, unis and stuff, and I don't know, we hadn't seen each other in months. And yeah, he just sped off.
Did he look awful? Tell me he looked awful.
No, he didn't. He was fine. He was just, I would have had a normal conversation with him if he had just stopped and we spoke.
I wonder
It wasn't
why
like a
he
terrible
couldn't.
breakup.
I wonder why he just couldn't stand it.
What did you do?
Did he light him up?
Seeing me again, or I don't know, brought back bad memories. But I know he's doing well, so I'm happy for him.
Oh, that's good.
Good on
Got a
you.
Good heart.
Good on him.
Did he light him up when he drove away?
Good question.
Just to
I don't know,
make
but the food was just, we ended up just throwing food away. We weren't allowed to eat it, so what a waste.
That's the saddest thing I'll hear all morning.
I
How could
agree.
you, what was the ordering?
Wicked wings. They chucked away wicked wings. These dogs.
Is it bad that I remember it's a zinger box?
Yeah.
I knew it was a zinger box. Mr. Chrissie strikes again. I was like, there is a zinger involved.
How can you light him up and drive away from that?
A deluxe gift back from Pummeroy Organic. Thanks, Liana. Christina in Mulgrave. What happened?
When I was in labour giving birth to my son, I asked for an epidural, and the anaesthetist came in, and it was my mum's ex-boyfriend from 25 years ago.
Wow.
Did you tell
so
your
they
mum? Did she know that he was an anaesthetist? They make some great money.
No, she didn't. She'd not seen him since many, many years ago. And so they were just talking the whole time. And I remember being like a bit irritated because they wouldn't stop talking. But yeah, so it was her ex from so long ago.
Really?
She didn't marry him. Would have been loaded.
Did Mum have any stories from back in the day?
She did. I wish. She never tells me. She's very private.
Did your mum and the anaesthetist end up in the stock cupboard?
Yes.
No, but they were flirting a bit. So I was like, oh.
Well.
But yeah, it was very exciting for her.
Very exciting.
Just winding back the clock. Good old times.
Like Grey's Anatomy.
Unfortunately, as Michael Bolton said, they didn't quite go the distance.
They didn't.
No, they did.
Christina, 6 bottles of Zonzo estate wine. Erin, what do you got for us?
It's a good anaesthetic.
Good
right
morning.
there. Erin, let's talk. Where did you find your ex? No, your sister saw her ex.
My sister found my ex at a fetish expo.
Yes.
I love this.
What was he wearing?
A collar and full get-up gear.
Yeah. All right. So did you know about this? Were there hints that he liked this sort of stuff when you were with him?
Absolutely not. The first thing he'd do in the morning was turn on the computer. He wouldn't even say hello to me. Like that's the way his morning went. So I
was
just
on
did
the
not
computer?
see it coming.
Wow.
So if he was at a fetish expo, what section of the expo was he? The furry section?
I'm assuming the leathers.
Yes.
He's going rough.
Well, so with you, he was a bit of a nerd biscuit, and then bang.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he had it in him.
When your
No,
sister...
actually, if you unpacked it, though, let's unpack this a bit.
Yeah,
Aaron,
yeah.
right? If you actually think back, though, if you think back to any moments, you think, actually, no, that could have been possible.
Yeah.
Maybe I just missed the hints.
When he was making an omelette with the gimp mask, that should have been the giveaway at
That's
breakfast.
true.
It should have been, shouldn't it? Yep, absolutely.
The signs are there.
Well, we're all sad about missed opportunities, Erin, and this is just one of yours.
Imagine leading him out. Imagine leading him up to the bedroom on a dog lead.
Yeah, imagine, John.
With the spiky collar. Like, how hot's that, Aaron?
That's a
Yeah.
fun Christmas.
That's a miss.
We're going to get you some Simparica Trio.
Erin, you've got some wine as well to bury this trauma, and it's from Zonzo Estate
I appreciate that. Thank you.
in the heart of the Yarra Valley. Beautiful Italian stuff. Yes, John.
Just got something. Santa wants to know. Would you like to come back and check out Brad's red nose?
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Yes, indeed. It's not often that you get to use the word penultimate, so I'm going to use it as much as I possibly can today.
Great word.
For the penultimate time, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for your part-time lover, Sam Pang. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good morning, Melbourne.
Good morning, darling.
Imagine I was just part-time. I'm not. Well, come on.
We don't have to imagine.
Please. It's wonderful to see you all.
It's great to see you.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm a bit dusty.
Yeah.
A couple of reds last night.
couple in last night.
I'm not. What's that beautiful phrase you talk?
Piss fit, I
I'm
think
not
it
piss
is.
fit, I'm not. I'm not.
it's
And
piss
considering
fit.
what we've got coming up tomorrow,
Yes.
I want
You wanna be
to. A
ready.
little sharpen up, I think, as you would say, Brent.
Okay.
So I'm going to get on it again today.
Has Kittens
And,
bounced back after COVID?
It has never been better, and it was great to see Cinnamon, Phoenix, Trixie,
Yeah, a swingers
and
party there.
Bubbles.
That's weird.
And-
Bubbles.
Bubbles is on.
Yeah, she was on last night, which was great. Anyway,
She doesn't work often. She's a bit like you. She's a part-timer.
No, she's
I
had a
don't know.
chest infection, a complication from
right.
COVID, but she's back.
I don't know where we went there, but anyway, it's great. It's wonderful to be here for the, penultimate time, Christine.
Yes.
And we missed you yesterday, but you're back.
What a time to have Santo on after this
Oh,
morning.
my God. Socceroos are through, John.
I know. I was down at Fed Square this morning.
Oh, were you?
I let off about 8 flares.
Yeah, good.
Jeez, it was exciting.
He'll be
One
in.
more time the goal. I just want to hear.
And a break here for Riley McGree. It's on for Matthew Leckie. Matthew Leckie cuts back inside. One way, then the other. And he scores for Australia. Matthew Leckie embraces the moment for the Socceroos.
Yes.
Come on. We get a big one, Melbourne. Do not
Look.
move. The second last time.
He had something up his sleeve there. Could have gone leckety split.
That's nice.
Yes, that's That's nice.
That is
That's why you're the
those
best
guys?
in the business.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Melbourne for the penultimate time. It's Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. We love you very much.
If you're at our outside broadcast on Monday, it was an early week farewell where we said it. But as you left the venue, you were handed a copy of Jonathan Brown's Life and Football.
Farewell present.
Second print, reprint. I'm not saying it wasn't a success, the first one. The second print, though, was not obviously.
No, the second one was a very successful run as well.
How can you say that?
Well, it appealed to the housewives.
It didn't.
And there was about 1,000 left, which they always have that extra little bit of stock.
Oh,
do they? Apparently, yeah.
They
Good on
didn't
you.
keep them
Listen,
quite good. Otherwise, it would have been a third run.
yeah, would have been a third run, and the one after that, you're self-publishing. That's where it was going. Swanee, if you don't know if you
How
ever
many
read
books have you sold?
What?
Big man?
Haven't I-
Hey, big man on campus, how many books have you sold?
Hit him.
I
Have
don't
you
need-
been a bestseller like me and Christine?
Hit him.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
I haven't.
Hey,
I haven't.
easier to throw shots from the cheap seats. Why don't you get out there? Why don't you be the man in the arena and do it yourself? Put pen to paper with your,
oh, Jesus
with your
Christ.
Something wrong with
Jack,
John's mic.
just
His
turn
mic's
it
on the
off.
fritz.
Taking
You
it turn.
silly man. Why would I write a book when I've read yours? And by the way, if you haven't, Dino and I were having a look at the chapters, right? Because you've got chapters here, and with titles. And so this is more like a community service announcement. If you do pick up Brownie's book and you're wondering what the chapters are about, so there's the title. So, for instance, chapter 1, right? And these are true. Look, there, in chapter 1.
I can't remember.
It goes quickly, which is in reference to the amount of sex you have once you're married. is that what that chapter's about? Or is the line in the...
Shout out to Carly this morning.
No.
Who you love.
What about this one here, chapter 3? You'll get there, son. Of course,
does that mean?
referencing to your high school days. That's what your father, Brian, said to you when you were told you had to do grade 6 twice. Don't worry about high school, mate. You'll get there, son.
You'll
all
get
right?
there.
I hate to interrupt, but that's not actually what the chapter's
What's it about?
Chapter 3, You'll Get There, Son, is in relation to a chat with Bam Bam regarding prison.
On Sam 1,
He'll get
Dino,
himself out, mate. He'll escape.
there's also, mate, the You'll Get There, son, may be in reference to your attempt at saying some words like that one.
Tribunal.
This is very cruel.
You'll get there, mate.
No, thank you.
Off! It's
Are you
off for
doing
me.
that? Are you doing that thing, Sam? That it's a phenomenon that occurs where parents start to be quite mean to you when they get old to prepare you for them dying, so you miss them less. Are you mercilessly
What you doing?
crucifying your best friend, Jonathan Brown?
We just read the book and we're telling you what it's about.
Thank you, that's all we're doing.
So he doesn't miss you.
I won't miss you.
after tomorrow.
It's a community service
Just
announcement.
cheapened our friendship.
What are the chapters you got there?
Mate, you
got
better
another
be careful on the back 9 today.
What are these?
You may die.
Chapter 6. Chapter 6. You'll need...
You may die.
That's a weird thing to say
It's a
when you
death threat.
start a game of golf.
You may die.
Hit them well today, sir. I will. And you? You may die today.
Hey, mate, you're not sure though.
No.
You're not sure.
You'll
Mate,
never
nothing
know.
might happen.
I'm pretty sure, mate. I've got you right. I've got on the other end. You're on the decline. Chapter 6. You'll need to learn the art of patience. Is the title of the chapter, of course. That is in reference to working with an anchor on radio who doesn't know how to use the button.
Stay down, Dino.
Or is it that you'll need to learn the art of patience? That's a chapter about working on the couch and waiting for Nick Rewalt to finish his answers. Jesus Christ. Nick, wrap it up, mate. Wrap it up. It's only an hour show.
Oh, come on.
Nick was one of those people in primary school who, when he raised his hand, he did it deadly straight in the air. Like, me.
Yeah. That's,
Hello, Nick, if you're listening.
Hey,
Nick's over in America. That's cheap by you, Sam. You know that Nick's not listening.
Hey, podcast it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm going to
on
text
the-
him
on
now and
the-
say
on the
Sam
Nova
was
player.
potting you.
Chapter 5, Pang, is
What's that
one
one
of my
about?
personal favourites. I reckon Brisbane is going places.
I'm
Yes.
what's that
Well,
one
I
about?
turned up.
That's just after Bob Catter got voted in.
What about chapter 10? Shit.
yeah.
Chapter 10. Shit, what happened? A chapter about that time you went out and woke up in a park next to Todd McKenny.
Hey,
With the G in
That's
the...
a good night in the G.
You definitely didn't put that G in your
It
pocket.
didn't put the G in the pocket. What about chapter 12. We've made the news. Do you remember that chapter?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
how do you remember it? You didn't write it. Bang!
That's
Stay
right.
down.
Didn't write it.
I'm in it now.
But if you've read it, you would know that chapter, We've Made the News, is about pet stock employees in Warrnambool launching a class action for being underpaid, denied bathroom breaks, and being forced to eat dog food for the owner's amusement.
Anonymous.
Hey, chapter 11 is
That's a good one,
a
chapter
good
11.
read. Let's just roll the dice, the chapter's called. It's about when Pikey and Jonathan started a Jim's mowing business.
Hey, that would be a strong business.
It
Mate,
would. It
imagine
would.
if Pikey
Absolutely.
turned up to
You'd
do
be both on the tools.
Jeez.
Let's just roll the
Well,
dice.
words of Pikey.
Also about the meeting that decided that there would be a band on Best on Ground. let's just roll the dice and see what happens.
I
Even
had
though
nothing to do
listen,
with that.
even
Hey,
You know that.
Don't
Even-
distance yourself from the band.
even though it's 2022, let's have a band. Let's just roll the dice.
I thought the band was good.
All right, here we go. This is the last
When
chapter.
when they got the songs right.
Last chapter, there's a few different versions here. No, there's a few different takeaways because it's the last chapter
Good.
of the book.
Good.
You don't know how lucky you are.
Yes.
And so,
What's that about?
if the first part is about you don't know how lucky you are to have been out of Mary by Brian. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yes. I know. Isn't that a beautiful one?
The other one, of
Nice
course,
finish,
is
Sam.
you think, well, no, not done just quite yet. The other one, you don't know how lucky you are, is that in 7 years, I haven't knocked you out.
Is that right?
That's right.
Bring friends.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Yesterday I was away and it felt very weird because, you know, I very much want to be here for every minute of this last few weeks because I love you guys and I love being here. It's my favourite place.
That's why you rush back for the penultimate show.
Correct.
I get that. I'm thinking of doing 6 till 9 tomorrow.
Good.
It's going to last.
I reckon you should. Last
Not going to do
hurrah.
it. Not chance.
Just
No
thinking
chance.
of it.
Just thinking about it.
Just thinking about it. That's all that's enough.
Mate,
for
I might
us.
do the early show.
Yes.
I'll do the whole thing.
We should all do the early show. That'd
That's
be fun.
dangerous, that half hour.
Anyway, so it was a strange situation because, of course, my, desire to be here is very strong, but I have children. Remember them? And it was a big day. It was a big kid day in that Kit, my middle son, was having a little orientation, first time alone at a new school that he's starting at next year. So there's a lot of anxiety around that. I don't know if you remember the first
What grade's
day.
he next year?
Grade 6.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
So-
that one you did twice.
You should call him and
I'll give him some
talk him
advice.
through it. Tell him you liked it so much you did it twice.
Just for the listeners.
Look at him. I knew he had to clarify.
He's got to
Mate, you did it twice. That's fine. Don't worry about it, mate. It's okay.
Just for the listeners.
I never did year 5 as well. Peanut.
Oh,
So, Kid, if you are listening, Brownie loved it so much he did it twice. So you've got absolutely nothing to worry about. And I actually can't remember the first day of school. I can't remember like the first
Primary
time.
school or high school?
Well, the first time that I went to my new school. I don't remember it. And so I think that was a good thing to tell him too, because he was quite anxious. And I was like, it can't have been too bad because I don't remember it. So if it was a very bad, traumatic, scary thing.
They'd be etched in your memory.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, we went to the school and everything went off without a hitch and it was fantastic. Peg also went to school camp yesterday and that was a big deal too because she's 9 years old, she's never had a night out of the house.
Big.
Really?
Yeah,
did you go on
my little baby bird.
grade 6? Did you go on school camp twice?
Twice, mate.
Did
It was
you?
a great year. That's why I repeated.
Were all your friends going,
Love
how
the
come
cat.
you know your way around Sovereign Hills so well?
Mate, you were so old you drove the bus there. What are you talking about?
Mate, you were
Mate, I
boxed
was-
in. You couldn't get out.
I was the old blacksmith there.
Did you do your confirmation twice?
No, I don't think so.
Were you you were like a mature age student when everyone else was doing their confirmation?
No.
You're like, I've already done mine.
He had a
By the-
beard.
by-
He had a summer John
Summer
started
John.
in grade 6.
Hey, by the end of that year, I was dating my teacher.
Well done. That's good stuff.
I
from
got
you.
to know her so well.
Listen, Swanee.
Sorry, go, Swatty.
Peg's on camp.
Yeah,
Kid's
Peg's on
got his
camp. So
first
that was a big day
orientation.
too. And she
She should have been nervous.
she was
On
nervous.
camp.
She was nervous for camp, because it's sleeping as well in a weird.
And that's where the scaries come at night.
That's right. So there was lots to be nervous about there, but she took a backpack the size of her for one night.
She likes to have choices.
That's what she said. She said, I don't know what I'm going to feel like.
Exactly.
So I've got lots of different outfits. She will wear, as we all do, the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. But after all that was done, I was like, that's great. It was about 9:30. And I thought, wow, the day stretches out before me. How exciting. And my phone rang, and it was Leo, the third in the set. The Piccadilly to the Coventry Street.
There's another one I got to knock out before I go.
Yes.
Or
Fold him. You got to fold him.
That's what he said.
Do the voice.
Freshly minted 14-year-old, he goes, Mum. I shouldn't laugh because I'm sure it's very
And
serious.
it's oi, Mum, by the way.
Oi, Mum. I think I'm having a heart attack. I said, aren't you at school? Aren't you at school? Just be at school. And he said, nah, Mum, nah. I think I'm having a heart attack. And I said, listen.
How old's this kid?
I said, listen, it's not a heart attack.
Bring a doctor?
He
Bring
goes,
a hospital?
I've got chest pains. I said, listen, what I need you to do is just put off your cardiac arrest for an hour because I've got some other shit I need to do, and then I'll come home. Of course, by the time I got home, he was chowing down on a smoked salmon bagel. Everything was fine.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Fleetwood Mac.
Bum, bum, bum.
Valet, Swanee.
Ballet, Christine McVie.
Dead. A dead woman.
Very much alive.
That's
Is
just
this
factual.
guy?
That's just factual. I'm just stalling because one of our last ever guests is just entered the room.
Yo, it's about that time to have a nice chat about some good food and wine.
Matt Preston.
Come on.
It's such a sweet conversation.
Preston.
Here he is, Matthew Preston. What a thrill to see you for the last time.
I'm a bit overcome with emotion.
Are you?
Yeah, I could probably tear up at this moment.
Really?
I didn't know I was a big fan of Christine McVie.
Yeah, I love Chrissie, but no.
Well, as your previous incarnation as a music journalist, do you have any stories about Christine McVie?
No, none. None at all.
Okay.
None at all.
I'm glad I asked that on
None
air.
at all. Yeah, it's okay. But that's the proper research will come with the next team. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure, that's true. That is true. Now we have had you in here all the time.
Yeah,
for
7
years.
I've learned everything I know about radio from being in this room.
Well, we apologise for that.
About sport from Brownie, about how to interview people, magazine show from Chrissie.
Thank you.
About learning not to do radio any time before 8:30 from Sam.
Stay down, Pang.
Well done. It was a big run up there, wasn't it?
It
was a long run up.
It was a long run up, but I felt I let one loose at the end.
How's everything you've learned from us? How's it going on your new? Because you've got a radio show on the ABC now.
On Saturday mornings, yeah.
Just Saturday mornings?
Yeah, only one day
a week. Wow.
I've taken the Sam Pang part-timer thing and I've pushed it to a whole new level.
Fantastic.
Whole new level, just 1 day a week. And it's good. That's just about the right amount of time.
Have you got my old premiership teammate Chris Johnson as a contributor?
Jono does AFL from. He's fantastic. What a great talent.
He's beautiful, man.
And a beautiful human as well.
He is a beautiful man.
Handsome.
Properly hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Matt, last night you came up in conversation at my house because I've long thought that by some strange sort of immaculate conception that you are actually the father of my eldest son, Leo.
Yeah, well, I do relate very well to Leo.
Yes, they look alike, they sound alike, their palates are similar, and you often come up in our house. And yesterday you came up again, and I'm gonna take that water bottle from you and take it for DNA testing and just check it out once and for all, because he was having a snack and it was just a lightly seared mouthful of salmon.
Brilliant.
Which he sort of splashed some soy and sesame oil and chili oil on and just ate it like that. And he had it in a little tiny bowl. And before he ate it, he looked me in the eyes and he said, "Is this sashimi grade?"
I'm sorry.
And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's 14.
What does that mean? Is that what you're famous for? Is that your catchphrase or something? What does that mean?
It's a well-known catchphrase. No, it just means really high-quality fish. So fish so good, you can eat it so fresh, you can eat it raw.
We could find out if Leo is your kid right now. 14 years ago, did you guys have any Nights out?
I don't think so.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
where were you on? You on Vega then? What were you doing then?
14. Yeah, I was on Vega.
No.
Oh my God! I think you would have just been starting. You would have just been starting last
We
year.
were speaking today on the air. We were speaking on air today about where did you meet your ex?
Actually,
Your ex.
I would have met you around the time.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I would have met you on the Circle before that.
Yes. No. Vega was before the Circle.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's, no, I'm obviously not, because I would have remembered a night like that.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
checking.
Oh, trust me, you
What
would.
television commitments have you got coming up? Are you still on telly?
No.
What's the last thing you did? My Kitchen Rules.
My Kitchen Rules. Yeah.
Is that coming back?
Apparently. Is it coming with me? Oh, who knows?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know.
Well, if the show comes back, wouldn't you be attached to it?
No, because they'd find someone far better than me, far younger, far better,
Oh, what is
far
wrong with
better
you?
looking. Undoubtedly.
Why don't you just say if you and the show are coming back next year?
Well, the show's coming back.
Well, why aren't you?
I don't know. Let's ring James Warburton right now and ask him.
In negotiations.
In negotiations,
Yes,
is that how
a bit
it
of
works?
leverage. Just bumping the price
You've got
up.
no leverage. Whatever offer you take that first offer, mate.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. I'm just sitting around by the phone, doing research for a radio show, and listening to Nova up until next week.
Hey, we are in December now. I'm hosting Christmas.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do?
Twice.
What are you going to do?
Can you give me one piece of advice, like an all-round piece of advice?
What? You're hosting Christmas twice?
Yes.
In honour of your primary school journey where you did grade 6 twice. Stay down!
Bang, got him.
Got him.
I did it.
Dear.
Punch me later.
Give him a tip.
Oh, gee,
He's
that's
doing it
good.
twice. What's he got to do?
Don't do turkey. Do chicken.
Really?
Just have all the trimmings. Turkey's really lean. They're hard to cook. They're hard to cook, so they're really juicy.
And order them in. Order the chickens in.
Turkey's a sexier bird, though. Do you know what I mean? When you look at it, that's...
but you know,
Bit dry.
That's a sexy bird.
You only cook it once a year. So why most important meal of the whole year? Why do turkey if you never ever cook? Do chicken, which you can nail every
No,
single
do
time.
a whole side of salmon and prawns.
Oh yes, salmon.
That's what you've got to do. Trust me.
Really slow, low cook it, like 100
Low and slow.
degrees.
Yes.
Really slow, and not that long. Just
With a
until the meat
gorgeous
sets.
herby gremolata on the top.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Hey,
There you are.
Preston.
Easy.
What's the weirdest animal you've ever consumed anyway?
Glenn McGrath's elephant.
Yeah, what is the weirdest animal? Have you had fugu in Japan? That blowfish?
I've had fugu.
Is it nice?
No.
No. Okay.
No, well, I mean, it's fine, but it's nothing. It's not like sashimi grade salmon, for
No,
example.
correct.
It's probably the ovaries of a snow frog.
What?
Yeah, no, which bizarrely tasted like sponge cake. It was bizarre in a Chinese restaurant in Melbourne.
The ovaries of a snow frog.
Yeah, it was bizarre. It just popped up as
How
a
big
kind
were
of,
they?
Not about the size of your thumbnail, that kind of size.
Glenn McGrath's new show, by the way, from Safari Park to Plate. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see that. You should host that, by the way. When was the last time you were drunk?
Last time I was drunk?
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. I can't remember.
All right, what's the drink? What's when it's late and it's a bit
drink
a bit
of
loose?
choice?
Red wine.
Oh no, never red wine.
really?
Hanger is far too punishing. I'm a spirits guy all the way. I'm all into blue drinks at the moment. There's the blue curacao, that orange flavour liqueur. You make blue heaven, blue lagoons.
Really?
Blue martinis. You get
God, I never saw that coming.
because it looks so good and it matches my eyes.
Yes, it does.
Oh my God.
What?
Matt
Bloodshot. They should be red then.
What's
wrong with you?
Throw in some raspberries and away you go.
Raspberry cordial.
We'll get you a Bloody Mary on the way out.
Mate.
He's drinking a choice called the Melways. That's what
Mate,
your eyes look
exactly.
like.
Have a look at them. No,
Hey,
good to see you.
I was up at 2 watching the soccer like you're supposed to, watching the football.
Letting
like you're
flares
supposed
off.
to.
Did you believe it?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was truly amazing.
So Leckie scored in. If you don't know, Leckie's Australia
Leckie.
through.
Matthew Leckie.
Yeah, but he scored in the 60th minute. How was the last half hour?
Terrifying.
It's
Absolutely,
so terrifying.
Yeah.
absolutely terrifying. As was the last game against Tunisia. Absolutely terrifying.
Did the Socceroos park the bus?
Hey, very
well
good.
done. Well done, John.
Yep.
High five,
You
John.
did not deserve a high five for that.
Oh, yeah, he's getting it. He's going to get a high five every time.
No, he's right. They put
Yeah.
5 in defence and away they went.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Very good.
We don't finish with sincerity often, but mate, thank you so much for coming on our show for the last 7 years. Sincerely, you're a big name. You could have done a lot of, you could have said no early on, not so much later. But I'm saying early on, you had choices and you still came in. So we really thank you for coming in, mate. It's always a joy.
I've always loved coming into the studio.
Next year.
And hosted.
Yeah.
I did.
Absolutely, you did.
Oh, I did. That's when I was away. The
Just the
first
once.
time I ever hosted.
Matt Preston, next year I hope to have a little bit more time and I would like to have lunch with you. Where are you taking me?
I think we're going to go to Aru. We're going to go Aru, which is just off Swanson Street, and it's the guy who runs Sunda, and it's kind of modern Southeast Asian, but with delicious indigenous ingredients. It's really
Love
lovely.
it.
Preston
That
in.
sounds amazing.
Really lovely.
Lock it in.
In one word, can I borrow some money?
Yeah, sure.
We love you.
How much do you need?
5K.
Okay, all right. I'll, do I get a share of Childish Dino?
Yes, man.
Yes.
How good is Childish Dino?
How good is it?
How good is Childish
It's the best.
Dino?
You've got a rich voice, so I might be calling you next
season
time.
two.
I would love a role. I'd love any role, basically, but
I can't imagine what storyline would have this pompous windbag in flirting.
Well, I think there's always a role for a pompous windbag in child.
Vice principal or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's right. And I think school inspector.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We love you, Matt. Thank you so
I love
much
you
for
all as
coming
well.
in and
Thank
being
you so
our
much.
friend.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
We're going to miss you. It's our second last show. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. Santo's coming up later.
Sad news for country music fans all over the world with news coming out yesterday. The Jake Flint, up and coming.
I thought you were going to say Dolly Parton and I was just going to walk out.
Up and coming country music star Jake Flint, the ripe old age of 37
Oh, my God.
years young, who was married yesterday, then apparently died in his sleep only hours later after the nuptials.
What am I?
Brownie,
What am I supposed to do here, by the way?
Enjoy the ride.
No.
Is there a redeeming feature in this, or is this Brownie's bad news?
No. Well, it is essentially bad news.
Well,
isn't
it is.
So the star passed away in his sleep after his nuptials on Saturday.
The lesson: do not get married.
Yes, you reckon?
I wonder if it would have happened if he hadn't got
Of
married.
course, it wouldn't have. That's how. Anyway,
It was a sad story, especially for Jake's new wife, Brenda,
Yeah.
who put a post out there on the gram, Sam. People aren't meant to feel this much pain. We should be going through wedding photos, but instead I have to pick out clothes to bury my husband in. Unfortunately, he died in his sleep only hours after our nuptials.
I seriously.
This is really
I know I'm
sad.
handcuffed here.
Well,
I can't do
Hey,
anything.
In
It's
fairness,
so
you could
sad.
do whatever you want. You only got...
There's a taste issue here. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit. Why wouldn't he just bury him in the same suit he got married in?
That's
what's
true.
The,
Good
what's
point.
the thing?
Good point.
Keep the
That
church.
is
You got the double. You've already got the church. Anyway, I'll stop.
it's a
But
very good point.
It's very sad.
But
It's very young,
in
mate.
honour of that, I thought we could...
Swanee,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
we've got-
I had to say something, Swanee. Come
We've
on.
got my famous segment.
What?
Hey, the country music muster.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? It's time for an education into country music with Brownie's Music Muster. Yeah!
This is where it gets interesting. So all I'm going to say is, let's just look closely into Jake's passing, and maybe not just take Brenda's word for it. We maybe just need to look into his heart a little bit deeper, just to check whether there was anything dark happening
Okay.
with this song.
Okay.
The pot I smoke, it helps ease my mind. The liquor I drink take the pain away. Just one more shot to kill your memory. I said, girl, if you don't come back home, well, I'll die right here, drunk and alone.
That's one of Jake's hits. Drugged, drunk and alone.
Well, the writing was on the wall.
Why are you sitting back as if you've achieved something?
The writing. High five.
I'm just saying I'll be calling the coroner in. I'm
Yes.
just double checking what happened.
Some questions need to be asked because that sounds like a cry for help.
I don't think he went on a bender. Straight
Yes.
after his wedding. I think he
Yes.
had a lot of regret.
Yes.
I think he took it too far.
Yes.
And then woke up dead.
Well,
No, he
didn't
He
wake up.
Woke up dead. Is that what you just said? Woke up dead.
He woke up dead.
Ended up dead.
He ended up dead, Swanee.
John,
It's a sad story.
very sad, but let's give away some pies and
Take a picture.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Well, it seems that our fair city has finally got the message. It's the first day of summer today, and the weekend's going to have a 3 in front of it. 30.
Jeez.
30-something on the weekend.
That's big. Dino.
that's big.
That's big. That's big. This is our second last show ever, if you've just heard the news. We've got an hour here.
Mate,
and
big
3
hour.
hours tomorrow.
Coming
up.
up.
And then we're out.
Not always there when you call.
I am.
He's here right now.
Yes.
For a phone topic that will blow your mind.
Hey, you, do you want a waterbed?
Great
Hey,
topic.
you, do you want a club lock?
Another
Call
great
now.
phone.
30-24-10 for Sam Pang's phone.
Every time I see a club lock, I think of you.
Thank you, Christine.
Very rare.
Yeah, I was going to say
But
you
I
wouldn't
do.
see many, would you?
No, there's one at the end of my street.
So this was, just for some context, we thought,
Yeah.
Jack thought we'd do this for the last second, the penultimate show, whatever you want us to call it. And I was, basically, I don't love
To be
talking
clear,
the
it's
callers.
under sufferance.
I don't
Yeah.
like talking to the callers only because I would prefer to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
That's all. Whenever I was listening to radio, I always like to listen to the people that I'm tuning in for.
Okay.
Well,
But anyway,
my dear friend, you're selling yourself short because have a listen to some of the caller interaction we've had over the 7 years.
talking to you feels like a billion seconds, Michelle. I'm not gonna...
Oh, really? Don't be such a prick.
How long have you known him? Since when?
2017.
How's he changed over the years?
He's grown a bit.
This has been a great chat, Greta.
Yeah.
Morning, Pangy. How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Hey,
Good.
what is it again?
Hi.
Hello, Raph. How old are you?
I'm 12.
Who's your footy team, Raph?
Carlton.
Were you a bit upset when Collingwood beat us and we didn't make the finals?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I was
toughen up,
there.
mate. All right? That's what life's about. Just one long disappointment and then you die.
Tiana, did I say your name right?
Yes.
Is your nickname T?
Yes, a lot.
Sam, you're on today.
Great chat.
I'll start giving out the phone number, sir.
What is the phone number? Look at me in the eyes.
13 10 24.
No. What is it? Mate, you are a pistol.
I've worked out that the phone topic is just an excuse for me to talk to the listeners.
Is it?
Apparently.
It's the crackling repartee that I like.
Back
I've
and
got to
forth.
pretend.
Like Sampras and Agassi in their prime.
For the very last time,
got
it's time for Pang's phone up.
I've got to pretend. So I've got to remember to pretend to care about the answers to the questions I ask.
That's it.
Now, this one is actually, it's a genuine topic because obviously we're all finishing up. You'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? You've got many options. Christine, already is it announced what you're doing next year?
Yes,
Yes,
softly. I haven't.
All right, well, it's hard now. Afternoons, 2 to 4 on this network.
Bang.
Dino.
Yes.
I can only imagine that Hollywood is calling for Dino, Childish Dino, the musical.
See you in hell. Kiss my ass, everyone.
But I am
You are the best.
I'm a bit lost. So the topic is what should I do next? All right?
Okay.
Okay, so help me out.
13, 24,
We
10.
got some pies to give away.
Yeah.
Pies.
Because the topic on its own is not strong enough. But if you give prizes, then people ring.
They love it.
I'm interested.
There you go. Little
13, 24, 10. What should Pang do next?
Jackie, can this Keanu be a palate cleanser? Could we go to Keanu first or we'll come back?
We'll come back.
Okay, fine.
Maybe don't be a naval seaman after that last chat we had.
Mate, maybe I will.
13, 24, 10. In great detail, what should Pang do next? We got prizes.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Back in just 60 seconds.
Help disadvantaged kids get a gift under the tree this Christmas. Head to varietychristmasappeal.org. Proudly supported by Sheen Panel Service.
Melbourne traffic. Nova 100.
Every time you buy any award-winning coffee at Coles Express, scan your Flybuys card and your 10th coffee is free. Express yourself at Coles Express. T's and C's apply. See colesexpress.com.au. Bit of a busy old morning. Couple of crashes to watch out for. Narry Warren South, Wood Road at Greaves Road. Also Dandenong on the Dandy Bypass. Eastbound near Hammond Road. A slow old run for the Monash. Heavy Eastlink to Warrigal Road. And then from Burke Road, believe it or not, right the way through to Punt Road and the Domain Tunnel. Smash your crunchiest cravings with exclusive Red Rooster's $5 Crunch Box. 2 pieces of crispy fried chicken and golden chips. Prices vary by region. Get it where you can, while you can. Available till 4 p.m. Melbourne's weather for your Thursday, partly cloudy, top of 20, currently 15 degrees on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie
Melbourne's funniest breakfast show.
on Nova 100.
Oh, God. For the second last time, it's us. Now, Pang's phoner. What should Pang do next in life? John's got a job. Swan's got a job. I got a job, sorta. What's Pang doing? What should he do? Phone number, Pang?
1324.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Melbourne, good morning. It's Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100 for the final time ever. Pang's phoner. And it is Pangy.
What should I do next? You're all fine. I just don't know. I'm a bit lost. I'm lost at sea. I'm like, I'm Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
If you got well, we've spoken about golf a lot. You can do a golf show.
Yeah,
something
really.
like that.
Mate, you know the whole, I'm retiring, you know, I want to get my handicap. That's not actually me. I just, I like playing once a week. Not like you, like 15 times a week.
I do want to, because this is the last Pang's phoner, and I do just want to run through the rules, and that is that this is about Sam and the callers. So let's just take a step back and let Sam really commune with the callers. All right, Phil from South Moray.
No, Pang, you have to cross them.
Really? I can do everything?
Yeah.
Hey, hello, Phil.
Hello, Sam. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Phil, are you a female or a male? Because you often don't
I'm a
call
female, of course.
Good on you, Phil. It's I forgot the topic. What's the topics? Oh yeah, what should I do next, Phil?
Well, I've been thinking about my retirement because it's not too far. I can see the finish line. I've been thinking about some volunteer work. Maybe going to spend some time with the elderly, reading to them. What do you think?
Why the hell would I do that? What is
it's a nice thing to do.
Jeez, got a bit aggressive there, Phil.
Get him, Phil.
Phil. So is volunteer? Can you just go along and read to people?
Oh, no, you probably need to find a facility and offer your services and say, listen, is there anyone who'd be interested in that?
It's logistically, it's getting a bit big on you, don't I mean? I've got to find a place. I've got to find a place.
Well, you got to learn how to read.
Got to learn how to read. But if I did go along to an aged care facility, Phil, of which sounds like, are you in one? No.
Not quite yet.
Not quite
Got
yet.
a few years to go, I hope.
Matter of time, I would have thought. But I'll tell you what, I'll go along, I'll take your book, Brownie.
Yes.
Life and Football, and I'll read that to the elderly. What do you think about that? I could do that, Phil.
You don't think you're going to put them you don't think you're going to let them fall asleep with that?
Got him.
Come
Bang.
on, Phil.
Got him.
Phil's just giving you a
Hey,
clip
what
there.
about you could read the first chapter. What was that? It's later than you think. Hey, read that for everyone in the nursing
Phil.
home.
All right, no, that's a good interaction to start, Phil.
That was hot stuff.
That
now,
was great.
Phil, a $200 makeout meal voucher. It's meals to your house from Flash Fresh.
Ed from East Hawthorn. Hello, Ed. I want to ask you what street you're in, but I don't also want to identify where you are.
So you're not asking what
No, I
street you're in?
can't because What street are you in, Ed?
Kill me.
Jesus. All right.
Are you there, Ed?
Yeah.
Oh,
How are
hi,
you, Ed?
darling.
How you going, mate? Hey, firstly, I just want to clarify, I won't be doing any volunteer work.
No.
Meals on Wheels.
Do you go to Auburn South, Ed?
No.
All right, Ed. How old are you?
7.
Any questions for me, Ed?
I think you should be a Hollywood movie star.
Oh, my God, come on.
Ed, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Why would you even bother ringing with just a ridiculous idea like that?
Ed, I think that's beautiful.
Have you seen me act? All right, this is killing me. What, mate? What's...
Keep going with Ed.
You going to school today, Ed?
Yeah.
What grade are you in?
Year 1.
Looking forward to doing that for the next 4 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ed, what's your favourite shop around close to you?
Probably Coles.
Yes.
Ed,
All right.
don't forget there's a monster that lives in the boys' toilets.
No, there's not, Ed.
Hey, Ed, do you know that your parents are taking you to McDonald's for breakfast this morning on the way to school? That's good news, eh? this is unbelievable.
He likes fillet of fish.
Good idea, Jack. Oh, look at it. Even Jack's just had enough.
He's had enough. Come on, Sam.
Wait a second.
You're a sweet kid, mate. He's got absolutely no idea of how to run a break.
I'm about radio craft, Brownie.
Okay,
No,
seriously,
you're
we are not going to say another word.
No,
until
we
the
are,
end of
because
this
I'm
break.
going to give
What?
Ed, that
Too much
beautiful Ed, a family past the Triceratops, Fate of the Dinosaurs, discover the world's
All
most
right, I'm
complete... Discover the world's most complete Triceratops fossil at Melbourne
that.
Museum.
I'm going to lift the energy, okay? Sam from Maribyrnong, good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
How are you?
Good, Ed. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Seriously, how have you become a household name?
Listen, Sam, what should I do next?
I'm joking, Sam. I think you should be a motivational speaker.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, Sam.
Settle down.
If you'd said that yesterday, you would have driven away in a Mitsubishi Mirage.
Yes. Mate, I could do it. I've seen you go out there, then they wheel you out and you talk about, win the morning, win the day, that sort of crap. I could do that easy.
Do you 6 twice, all that stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, I think that's a good idea, Sam. That's top of the list.
Okay.
Leader in the clubhouse.
Let's move on to the next call.
Oh, let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Good stuff,
$200
Sam.
make-out meal voucher for you two, friend.
Georgina from Brighton.
Hello, how are you?
Getting-
I know
getting the
how
hang-
you are. You're well. Now, I
I'm
think, Sam, you should be a grief counsellor because I think you're very practical about things. You have a lot of empathy.
Yes.
And I think you would just shut down situations where people would be so sort of shocked that they'd no longer be sad.
Let's do a bit of a role play here. I know that I said I wasn't going to help, but I can't help myself. Say, Sam, just say that I've lost somebody important to me and I go and see you. You're a grief counsellor. Or
Yes.
Georgina, you can be that person.
Yes.
Okay.
Georgina, you say
You've come in,
You're in there. You're with your grief counsellor, Sam Pang. What do you say? What are you struggling with? Who have you lost?
Well, I say that my beautiful cat's died, and how am I going to get up in the morning? How am I going to go on? I'm so upset.
Let's see. Your cat's died. How are you going to get up in the morning? So there's nothing I could care less about, and you'll be fine. Yeah? How's that? Good stuff. And
There you go.
and you brought your wallet, didn't you? This is not a free thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna.
How much did that cost her?
That cost $1,000.
Shit.
You get a taxidermy. Like Scott Cairns.
Exactly.
Dogs.
Yeah. The what was it? A cat or a dog?
Dog.
Cat.
2 dogs.
He had 2
You're not
dogs.
Yeah, 2 dogs. She's got a cat.
Georgina's
No,
lost
I'm
her
not
cat.
listening there. That's gonna cost me as a grief counsellor.
Yeah.
Why did you
Anyway.
think he had
You shut
empathy?
people down. So it'd be a quick session.
He's been counselling at the end of this session, at the end of this phoner, by the way. All right.
$200 meal, $200 make-out meal voucher for you, friend. Thanks,
Are we going to
Georgina.
finish with Maddie? Please finish it. Maddie.
Maddie from
Hello.
Box Hill. Oh, good morning, Maddie.
Good morning. I love you guys so much. I'm very sad you're going off air, I must say.
Get over it.
Not after this segment.
Yeah.
That was a classic Sam Pang grief counsellor moment, Maddie.
I know.
He's just told you to get over it.
It's all right.
Maddie,
I will.
what should I do next year?
I reckon you should write erotic literature or a porno.
Oh, yes.
Write erotic literature or a porno. Or I could write a lot erotic literature and then, the dream of making it into a movie. Do you know what I mean? That's the dream.
Warren Kappa style.
What? What does that mean?
Like Warren Kappa did.
Did he make...
What did he do?
He made a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
A dirty movie?
Yeah.
Scripted or...
Yeah.
You're telling me
More a
if I go
documentary, I think.
on the internet, I can find Warwick Kappa making love.
What would I Google?
Absolutely. I'm not sure you can.
Maddie, why would you suggest that for me?
I just reckon it'd be very dry. And
I don't think you want that in a porno, by the way. I don't.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
And I believe over our 7 years, this was our first ever guest.
If you like Santo, Cilauro, well, he's here once again. This is the first thing you'll ever make. And he's friends with Sam Pang.
Just to clarify.
Excuse me for a second, Santo.
Yeah.
It's so well known that Tommy Gleisner was our first ever guest and will be our last ever guest.
Well, if you dummies listened, I said I believe. That's what I believe.
There you go. Hey, you missed what you missed. You're going to miss Dino?
I believe.
Santo, I'm cranking you. Here we go.
Yeah, you're right.
What do you need?
No, I just couldn't hear myself.
Thanks for coming.
But no, I'm with Dino here. I reckon I was the first guest.
Same.
What are you talking about?
I like the sound of it.
It's definitely Tom. We've talked about it many times over 7 years.
You know what? I'll say anything because the Socceroos won overnight. So
yes,
I'm a
now
happy
talk to
boy.
us about that. Tell us what it was like at your place.
It was quiet at my place because there's a few people staying there at the moment. So I was up and
2 a.m. kickoff.
So what happened is Australia needed to either draw or win the game on the proviso that France wasn't beaten by Tunisia. Which they were. So Tunisia was winning 1-0. There's Australia needing a win to get through it, and we did. So we won for the first time ever.
So good.
Two consecutive matches, and it was hilarious at my place because the cats were up with me. But when we scored, I jumped out of the chair but couldn't yell.
No, that's right.
It's such a weird thing. You just jump and. Yeah.
And what did the cats do?
Well, they got a shot.
Yeah.
I was still waiting for food.
You're a cat man now, eh? You turned into a cat man. How many you got? 100? How many are you living with?
I just got a couple. They got
what happened to you?
Are they Burmese fancy ones?
No, they're not fancy schmancy ones. In fact, I think we first got them for the chicken, for the mice and the chickens and stuff like that. But then
everybody knows cats and chickens are a great combination.
Great combination.
You've got chickens as well now.
No. We had a chicken once. Let's not get carried away. Hey, guys? This is sad that it's your second last show. I don't know whether I've done this before, but I've retrieved my very first. The earliest text I wrote to Sam Pang, about the show, before the show started. So it dates back Wednesday, the 6th of January, 2016.
Wow.
Okay? Jeez. So that's about a week before the show started?
Couple weeks, I reckon.
So this is me. When do you start? Next week, Sam. Next week, in there doing run-throughs and pre. First show, 18th. Me. Will be a disaster. I have a strong feeling you are not up to it. Sam, you at your unoriginal best, as the program director just sent me the exact same message. Me, I have an idea for a regular... I swear, this is true. I have an idea for a regular segment. Not on this day. Yes! Famous discoveries, events and birthdays that didn't occur on this day in history. E.g., January the 11th, on this day in 1732, an atomic bomb named Little Boy wasn't dropped on Hiroshima. Meanwhile, in 1835, John Hargraves didn't discover gold near Bathurst.
Oh, that's great.
Today is also not the birthday of Bruno Mars, Natasha Stott-Despoja, and especially not Wendy Turnbull.
Turnbull?
The rabbit.
Yeah,
I always... Mate,
tennis player.
Tennis player,
and Sam replied, funny, Chief. It's no secret sound, but funny. So I don't know.
I did it last week.
I need to apologise for that because even as I read that text, I didn't know what I was talking about. What is? We've often spoken about this. What is it? What is?
They are major events and birthdays.
Events, inventions. Things that happened in history, but just not on December the 1st. See, the genius of it is that you've got all other days to choose from. Thank you, John.
It gives you a lot more
options.
options.
By the way, I credited you early, as in I know it was your idea, but that has been a staple since. For 7 years. I did it 2 weeks ago.
I went on Wikipedia for all the segments on this show, and I didn't see it come up, not even as a less regular segment.
I love how you went with. There was one major change. You went with Wendy Turnbull, and Sam went for Pia Leola / Miller
as a regular,
/ Whitehall as a regular for birthday shout-outs.
It's a good segment.
Is that right?
It's
a good segment.
Well,
I felt I needed to apologise because it was a bit convoluted. I thought, Chrissie, you don't think it was convoluted? You're usually the not the hanging judge, but
I think it's very clear.
Oh, okay.
It took a little while to get my head around it, but now it's very clear.
I should pat myself on the back for that.
I'll put you on the spot. You used to do a lot of radio, right?
In the olden days, when radio was in black and white.
Yeah.
Wireless.
What was it? Give us an idea of it. Give us one of your segments that you remember from the old days.
We didn't have segments. I think we just had characters.
Oh, that's right.
We had
Wayne from St Albans.
Wayne from St. Wayne from St. Albans would call up twice a day with two different observations. There was a hoon.
What did he sound like, Wayne from St. Albans?
They all sound like me. They all sound like me. But, so people still to this day going, are you the guy? You know, because I can't disguise my voice. So yeah, so Wayne from St Albans he sounded different because he was on the phone. He was a caller, you know. Whereas there was a guy called Gino Tagliatone who was a hoon. He was like a Carlton hoon. He sounded like Wayne from St Albans, but not on the phone and with an Italian accent. So
we should have done more. There's a regret, Dino. We should have done more characters.
More accents. More accents. More racist stuff. I used to do lots of racist. Remember when we could do racist stuff? That's fun.
I know, and we didn't even know.
No.
We didn't even know what we were doing.
Young people forget.
Fun.
You used to come in
the good days.
Really regularly, right, early in that first
early
year,
days,
before you got.
Yeah.
I was going to say busy, but you decided to retire. So, but what did you used to do? You used to come in and you used to pay tribute to. We used to do obituaries. Remember, you still do them, don't you? Oh, absolutely.
Did you have any favourites, Sam? Do you remember?
Well, recently I remember the actor who played Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Remember he passed away, and there was a beautiful Amazing Grace version, and then there was the drum machine. The guy who invented the drum machine, he passed away. We paid tribute to him, and then
the Noodles woman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The Mi Goreng guy.
Oh, yeah, that was a
good one.
That was right.
Do you remember?
They filled the coffin with water, and then they emptied satchels.
Yeah.
Do you remember the founder of IKEA died?
Yes.
That's right. He died peacefully at home, surrounded by his wife and his Allen keys.
That's right.
Nice funeral, except everyone had to assemble their own pews. And they got lost on the way out.
Santo, I don't want to bring the mood down, but do you want to hear something from the Chewbacca funeral?
Yeah, the Chewbacca funeral for sure.
This is moving already. He's pitch perfect.
You know, that won an ACRA. That won an ACRA award.
See, that to me.
Did it really, though?
Yeah.
Did it really?
That's a sad indictment.
Well,
on
the banter around it was banter before and after was top quality.
Oh, dear God.
That to me is the audio equivalent of a big prop. You know, that to me, that's an audio big prop.
Well, speaking of big prop, the last time Santo was on Front Bar a couple of weeks ago, where he was talking about the World Cup, and he's talking about the last World Cup was in Russia, and he had the ball there.
Because the ball at the moment has got technology inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's the special technology?
It's got a little chip in it so that it can tell you whether you're offside or whether the ball. Yeah, so it's all that kind of stuff.
And Santo brought in the ball from Russia, the last World Cup.
So look what was inside it, and there was another ball inside it. There was another ball inside it.
It's called the babushka.
So talking about big props, you love props.
I love a big prop.
I do too.
I love a big prop.
Yeah.
Remember when Daryl Summers used to come? He used to come out and play the celebrity tennis game with a big tennis racket.
Yes.
Always
You
funny.
love a big prop. For years, Sam, there was a giant onion.
Yeah.
There was a giant onion on Front Bar.
Yeah, it got bigger and bigger.
It got bigger and bigger.
Angus Brayshaw's onion.
Look at you.
Yeah, what about
It's the best.
I just don't expect you to remember these details
By
anymore.
the way, a real obituary. Who's the country in West? Jake?
Jake Flint.
So he died on his
wedding night.
He died on his wedding
night.
I mean, strangely enough, that story is more uplifting than any other country and western song I've ever heard. And what was the song? Drugged, drunk
and alone.
Well, drunk and dead now.
Yes, dead.
Well, we thought that might be a bit of an insight into actually what happened. So his wife said he died in his sleep.
Okay, right.
I think it's a little bit sus. Hey, what about Santo? We had callers on for Sam's. Yeah, what's he going to do next? Because he's unsure about what he should do as another job. He's lost.
Good suggestions? Any good suggestions?
Oh, yeah.
A grief counsellor.
One was a grief counsellor. One was write some erotic literature.
Pornos.
I reckon back to the bottle shop.
Yes.
And I reckon, Sam, with the coin you've been earning in the past 7 years in your various ventures, I reckon you could. I reckon a string of bottle shops. What do you reckon?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Don't you reckon the chain of bottle shops, the Orchid, unfortunately have to be closed every Friday. Sorry, I'm not open on a
Blackout
Friday.
Pangs.
Opening. I'm already in.
What about a bottle shop? Well, I'm serious, Sam. A chain of bottle shops.
There's one coming up in Warrnambool. The most popular bottle shop in Warrnambool.
What is it up for sale?
Yeah, it's up for sale.
Is it not
Give
the
you
one
a golden pricing gun?
It's not the one across the road from your pet stop.
Santo,
it's close.
When Pang worked at the bottle shop in the drive-through, all he would do was talk on the phone to his friends.
Yes.
But when someone wanted to use the FPOS machine, he had to hang up to reconnect the FPOS machine.
Before mobile phones, Swanee.
I know, it was a hassle.
Yeah.
It was a real hassle.
Anyway.
I know, those are a mate of mine worked at the bottle shop in, the one near Marcel in Bulleen on Thompson's Road.
Yeah, the big one there.
There's a big one there, and he said that there was a guy that went there once, and he pulled out sort of $50. He said, "I'd like a box of matches, please." And he's going, "What?" He goes, "Well, we don't sell matches." He goes, "No, a box of matches." He was after a box of Matus.
A box of Matus. You wanted a box of it.
A box of it.
Well, 12, a dozen Matuses.
Oh God!
Hey, listen. I know you haven't been on the last few years, because you're so busy. But early on, you were a very big supporter of the show, and it was a big thrill to have you on. Much like it was with Preston and Tony Martin, all that. So thanks for coming in, Chief.
Well, thanks, guys, and all the very best to you. It's been. Chrissie, you've been sparkling. Dino, reliable. Jono, you've been Sam.
Reliable.
That's what he said.
You haven't put a lot of thought into this, have you?
You, Sam. I think the jury's still out with you. You still got one day to go.
Given that you just called Dino sparkling, I'm not going to.
You don't think he's sparkling?
I'm not going to.
It was reliable.
Sorry, I'm not going to believe.
I said
sparkling.
you were sparkling.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
And Jono was solid.
Solid.
Yeah.
Geez, that's not a good
That's
thing.
a little backhand.
Yeah.
All right.
Time to go.
Thank you. We love you.
It's a pleasure, guys, and all the very best to you and your families from here on in. It's been wonderful. You've been a great voice here in Melbourne, and I've loved every second of coming in. So
Thanks,
good on you,
Santo.
guys.
We've loved having you as well.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
Hey, it's the last week of the show. What does it mean?
End of the show, look back, what it was, what it is, what we did, what we didn't. 7 years of getting out of bed with the alarm ringing at your head. Now let's get ready for the future. Goodbye. Let's go through the show. 7 years of Brownie, 7 years of Chrissie, 7 years of Pang, that salt-free cheat time celebrate. It's the last week.
Let's take a look back on the shit we did together with the cheat sheet of the year.
Hey, Matt, what year are we looking at?
Let's look back on 2021.
Yo, all right, another year of COVID mess. But over the summer, we were free and naive of what was to come of 2021. On the 18th of January, we rocked up back into the studio.
Are these on? Are these on?
How do you do this again, Swanee?
Gee, I'm glad to be back.
Absolutely.
Really thrilled to see you guys.
A bit of normality. And
yes.
Too much day drinking going
Absolutely.
Back in Brownie's playing days, Hollywood actor Gerard Butler hung out with him after a match in the locker rooms. And in February, we talked to Gerard Butler and asked him if he remembered.
I did meet you about 15 years ago when you just finished filming 300. You were on the Gold Coast. A friend of mine brought you to a game of football at the Brisbane Lions.
And you had done all the Pilates to get over the injury.
Yeah.
Even today, that story. I hate Pilates. And I'm like, shit, it really worked for him. I'm going to look you up when I come back. And you can maybe give me a Pilates class.
On this show, we learnt that Brownie can't do an accent. And last year, we also learnt Chrissie can't do one either.
Let's go to the UK, where during COVID lockdown, a pair were caught doing the do. When the police arrived, they knocked on the door. Good Lord, man, looks like you're frozen stiff.
Why don't you do it with an English accent?
I did not.
No.
The other constable said, oh, I don't know what the accent is.
Last year in February, we had Jokes Aren't Funny. And we didn't give the car to this young lady.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Granny.
Granny who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Granny.
Really getting on my nerves. Granny who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Granny.
Granny who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Aunt.
Aunt who?
Aren't you glad Granny's gone?
Not as glad as I am that you're gone.
On the 25th of February, after a round of celebrity chase, Brownie managed to track down one of the biggest musicians of all time.
Hello, who is this?
Hello, Chrissie. Hello, Sam. Hello, Brownie. This is Eddie Vedder.
My God!
Well, I'm a little bit excited too.
As Brownie and Eddie Vedder are both ambassadors for the EB Research Partnership, Sam had an interesting question for their charity nights.
Jonathan has asked me to help him out with some of the EB functions here in Australia, and it's a wonderful cause, but I was just wondering, where do I send my invoice?
For the volunteer work? What?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Well played, Eddie. You win this round. That's
Moving to March, and on the 16th, Jonathan had a very big announcement.
Gives me great pleasure to announce, though, that I have broken through 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Stop dancing, you idiot.
This is an open letter of appreciation to my first 100,000 followers on the Instagram. Your loyalty will never be forgotten. And even though this is not the destination, I thought it important to take a moment and reminisce the journey on @Jonathan16Brown thus far. You like that?
No.
For the last 7 years, we've enjoyed having Tony Martin on the show. And on the 23rd of March 2021, he was on fire.
There's one show on at the moment. I don't know if you've seen it. It's one of your rivals, and their catchphrase on the billboard is, "They're always up to something." Have you seen that?
Yes.
It's unfortunate because that's also the catchphrase of Al-Qaeda. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Moving to April, and another round of Celebrity Chase brought another round of huge celebrities. This time, a Rocky great.
Dino, pick up the phone.
Who was this?
Hello, Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie. It's Dolphman.
Could you do the line as in, Sam, I must break you?
Please.
Okay. Sam, I must break you.
During the footy season, nothing makes us happier than having Titus O'Reilly on the show. And on the 22nd of April, he talked about AFLX.
I met the guy that was running AFLX for the AFL, and once I caught up with him, and he was a really nice guy, we were having a beer, and he said, "Titus, you have to stop bagging the AFLX. Please stop bagging it." I said, "Why would I do that?" Because it was just comedy gold.
Yeah.
And he said, "Because it's not for you, mate. It's for the kids. We've done it for the kids." I said to him, "Well, why do you hate kids?"
On the 27th of May last year at 8:22, Sam officially crowned that moment the funniest thing ever on our show. Here it is.
A bloke lost his phone in the leg of a paper mache stegosaurus, like a massive one. He went looking for it and got stuck upside down. A day later, he died because he was upside down for a whole day. It was in Spain.
So bad news, love.
Yeah.
When was that?
Last week.
Oh, so well, there's
There's some time passed.
Yeah, some time's passed, and it's not as bad.
We had callers, you know, just go away some pies and.
Mate, that's the funniest moment of our show in the last 5 years. The bloke died after being upside down in a stegosaurus leg. But if you didn't hear it at the time, we took some calls. We gave away some
As our show's always full of big announcements and surprises, we had another one on the 18th of June.
I'm doing Celebrity MasterChef, and it is really a dream come true.
And of course, 2021 had many a lead balloon, but this one particularly was quite amazing. Whilst talking to Betty Hislop, an 80-year-old darts player.
Betty, you're a legend at darts. Have you ever smoked darts?
No.
No.
Our show has many regular callers, and one of our favourites is Debbie.
Hey, Brownie, I even brought your book, and guess where it was? At the Belmont Market.
What was it going for?
They wanted $4 for it, right? So I picked it up, and I went to get the $4, and the guy goes, "Oh, you can have that for $1."
During one of Dino's pitches in July, he was talking about random dog products.
A spiky dog collar.
Ooh, I've got one of those at home.
You don't have a dog?
Yeah, well, just from time to time, just like to spice things up.
What does Charles think when she sees you wearing it?
She's never home when I'm wearing it.
It's the greatest thing you've ever said in 6 years.
On the 17th of August, Chrissie did something quite amazing.
Got a bit of an announcement. I hit my 150 kilometres yesterday. So I started Fred's Big Run, which raises money for Fred Hollow's foundation.
Wait a minute, say that again.
I hit my 150 kilometre target yesterday.
Well done, Swanee.
I'm going to do another 150.
Jesus!
So, 150 you've done it's August 17 today.
Yep, 16 days.
And on the 31st of August, Chrissie raised over $80,000 and recovered over 3,200 people's eyesights by walking 300 kilometres. Well, almost. She had to walk through Dino's homemade banner first.
Am I going?
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow, here she is. What a walk.
Smash it!
You got to smash it. There it is.
I am!
Moving to September, and on the 8th, we had a winner of Jokes Aren't Funny. I'm just going to play you the punchline because the setup was really long and really annoying. But oh, he was excited.
Hey, is this thing's made us all white now?
He's left! Tony, you've won a car!
Hey, no way!
You have!
No way! Do a much deadpan laugh!
Yes!
I can't believe I'm going to smoke him up! I'm going to smoke you, Chrissie!
Last year, a brand new segment was launched once again by Sam Pang.
Time for mugshot. Oh, mug not.
Hell of a jingle, but I'm pretty sure this segment didn't last. Anyway, the premise was you had to guess whether this person had been arrested or not. And, of course, Sam thought it'd be a good idea to ask if Dave O'Neill was.
Now, I've known this man for a long time. Dave O'Neill. Has he ever been arrested?
Dave O'Neill arrested? Dave?
What was I arrested for?
In 1991, you were arrested for stealing the clothes of an 80-year-old man. The charges were dropped, and you have continued to wear the clothes ever since.
On the 22nd of September 2021, Melbourne lost their minds for a day because there was an earthquake. And at the time, we were speaking to Nathan Jones.
Teammates, obviously, so, yeah.
Whoa, is there an earthquake right now?
Yeah, man.
Can you feel that as well?
What's going
Yeah, I can feel it.
Well,
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
What is this?
Is this a genuine earthquake?
Is it an earthquake?
Yeah.
It's a tremor.
100%.
Wow.
Can you feel it as well?
Holy shit.
Jeez, I know
It's
that.
an earthquake.
That's a full-on one. People didn't feel it whilst they were driving in their cars, and one building in Windsor fell over that was already on the way out. On the 17th of October, Jock had this to say about Chrissie's pastry on Celebrity MasterChef.
There is this clod of dense raw pastry at the bottom, which is just heinous.
And that resulted in Chrissie being eliminated.
It's all over. Spoiler alert. I was the first one out. The position that nobody wants to be in.
On the 22nd of October, it was the last day of lockdown.
Sam, how are you celebrating Freedom Day?
I'm leaving my wife.
On the 17th of November, Vicky called up for Mystic Chrissie.
When you go out for dinner, you order the house white and you hope that it's a Chardonnay.
No damn way. I order a Scotch.
That's 2021 in a nutshell. Tomorrow we look back at 2022, and yes, it's the very last day of Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, Ripper show not long to go. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, won't be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, we want to thank you, all my friends.